Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Badminton Unlimited. Coming up this week, we're in Guangzhou for the launch of a new BWF initiative that promises to take the sport of badminton to new heights.
It's part of our strategy, overall vision, you could say, to put a racket into every child's hand for life.
Plus, we look at how para-badminton is growing on the African continent thanks to numerous BWF programs. And Gronya Somerville is back on the show as we spend the day with her to find out what an athlete goes through during a tournament. The city of Guangzhou, China was the setting for the launch of a new and exciting outdoor game, AirBadminton. BWF President and Atlanta 1996 Olympic Games men's singles gold medalist Paul-Erik Hoyer welcomed guests to the official launch of the sport at the Tianhe Gymnasium, which also hosts the season-ending HSBC BWF World Tour Finals.
It brings me a great pleasure that we have together officially launched the new outdoor game AirBadminton. AirBadminton is our ambitious new development project designed to inspire more people to play more badminton in more places.
AirBadminton is an ambitious new development initiative in partnership with HSBC, BWF's global development partner, designed to create opportunities for people of all ages and abilities to play badminton on hard, grass and sand surfaces in parks, gardens, streets, playgrounds and on beaches around the world.
It's a fantastic initiative, and as the growth partners of badminton, we're delighted to be part of it. Now, accessibility and inclusiveness is a massive driver of participation in all sports. So our belief is that AirBadminton and the Air Shuttle will go a long way to making that more accessible to more people in more places. More people playing sport is something that we hold very dear to our business and to our ethos around partnerships. So to be able to partner with the BWF to help them achieve their mission aligns perfectly with our belief, and badminton it's got a huge participation numbers of over 300 million across regions and markets that are really important for us as a business, like the Pearl River Delta, China, Southeast Asia and broader ASEAN. So it's a great fit and we're excited.
The project has been 5 years in the making, starting with a vision to develop a new outdoor shuttlecock with increased durability, stability and wind resistance to allow people to have a more positive experience of badminton outdoors.
And it's really all about accessibility, inclusivity, and getting more people to play badminton, really. I mean, that's maybe a more simple way of saying it. So it's part of our strategy, overall vision, you could say, to put a racket into every child's hand for life. And this is part of that strategy because obviously we have an ability now in more different environments, in parks, on grass, on beaches, in sand, or just on the streets, anywhere where you want. We can now start playing badminton in a slightly different way with more enjoyment, more fun, better level of experience, which really this is all about. You can say at the top level of our game, we talk about entertainment. But in a way, participation is about, maybe not entertainment, but definitely about an experience. And we are now able to offer a better experience to more people in the world. That's what this is all about.
Joining Hoyer at the launch was his opponent in the 1996 Olympic final and now Chinese national para-badminton head coach Dong Jiong. Together, they officially played the first rally of AirBadminton. Incidentally, it was the first time they were playing each other since that momentous final.
我们会想起当年比赛的情景，而且这么多年没见了，也感觉到很兴奋，很像比赛结束，我们之间的领奖、拥抱，这些都非常的。
Well, there were a few emotions, I would say, when playing Dongyong, remembering 1996, and then all of a sudden, in an open environment, there was some respect of each other, but it was fun and I think we enjoyed it.
The launch was held in partnership with the Chinese Badminton Association and the Guangzhou Sports Bureau, which promised to do their part in promoting the sport in China. There was also plenty of support from iconic players who attended the launch to lend their star power to the initiative, including 2004 Olympic Games gold medalist Yang Wei, 2009 Women's Singles World Champion Lu Lan and 2010 Men's Singles World Champion Chen Jin.
广州第一，夏天的时间相对来说，因为它属于亚热带，时间很长。然后公园里面打球的人也非常多，因为有时候我会坐地铁、走路啊，或者很多人在室外打，所以我觉得他选这个地址还是挺合适的。
跟我们就现在有的羽毛球它是不一样的。首先它的这个速度、重量上面是有区别的，然后再可能因为在户外，它可能户外有一些风向影响，它的球在空中会有一个摆动，啊，这个可能在我们感觉是不一样的。所以我们得重新去把这个节奏得对应好，然后才能去打。
我觉得很有趣，因为在控球啊，包括击球上面都有一些新的乐趣和挑战。即便我们在室内的羽毛球上已经驾驭得很好，可是来到室外之后，你需要一些时间去适应，但是很好玩。那对我来说，我觉得最好的一点就是我们可以走到户外去，享受这个阳光，我觉得是不错的体验。
Para-badminton is taking flight in Africa. 6 countries from the continent recently gathered at the Lugogo Stadium in Kampala, Uganda, for the Para-badminton Technical Workshop supported by the Agitos Foundation. The sport has already made large strides since its humble beginning.
Longer time, I remember in 2013, it was only Nigeria and Uganda. But now we talk about Ghana, we talk about Zimbabwe, we are talking about Kenya, we are talking about DR Congo, we are talking about Burundi. So everybody is coming on board. So for us as Uganda, that's wonderful to be that we are the first people so that we bring everybody that can come and be happy in our country.
BWF's Schools Badminton program, Shuttle Time, has been key to this encouraging progress.
We have a large number in Africa using the program, and I think the fact that the resources are completely free, they're accessible online, they're accessible through the mobile application as well. We have video clips, we have lesson plans for teachers. It makes it a really accessible resource.
We are the beginner. I thought we are just two years ago. Yeah, begin in the capital, Kinshasa. The first team, the first club in Kinshasa, and we have a program the next year to go in another town to learning to form the club.
We just start to play badminton in my country. It's popular, but we don't have any means to promote badminton. But it is very popular in our country.
Para-badminton is slowly finding a place among Africa's sporting conscious. Despite a lack of funding and logistical support, the racket sports ideology of inclusivity remains an attractive pull for would-be enthusiasts.
Challenges do exist because we don't have the pitch or the field where we play from. Accessing Lugogo, it's the only one existing. I know myself. It is inclusive, that it's played by persons with disabilities. There is adoption of the laws incorporating into the games, like other soccer, football could be. Anyone can play it. At this time, it's special that people and persons with disabilities have got the opportunity to become champions.
We don't limit between badminton and para-badminton. That's the same. They are the same group. The same like play badminton, the same like play para-badminton.
The wheelchair I see here, we don't have it in Benin, understand? So we were looking for partners that can help us to have this wheelchair and other equipment. It's the face of inclusion that people want to see, you know? Disabled people working together with non-disabled people. So each other, they can know what the need of each other, you know? If we disabled people, will live in a separate world, it's not good. It's not good. So in Benin, we are working together. We have a partnership with Benin Badminton Association, and the training are together.
It may be that para-badminton in Africa is largely fueled by pure heart and desire at the moment, but that does not stop its players and coaches from dreaming big.
I want to have the good player in Badminton Congo. I want the next to participate in every competition international, to go to travel with the athlete competition,
to take medals and to become the champion. That's that I want.
Doesn't mean if you have a challenge, it's the end of life and all. I think you just have to push. You just have to push to get where you want to be, and no one can stop you. Sky is the limit.
Hi everyone, this is Shrikant and here's Daniel, my trainer.
Today, first exercise we're going to do is the powerlifting squat. On the powerlifting squat, you're going to take a stance slightly outside of shoulder width with your feet, maybe a little bit wider depending on your own body type. It's definitely going to be wider than a normal full squat because you only have to go to 90 degrees in the leg or the femur parallel to the floor. That's the powerlifting rule. You're going to push your hip back more than on a full squat to load the posterior chain with more energy, more elastic energy. That's going to give you more force. For that reason, you also can take a low bar position with the bar basically behind your trap, pinched in between your trapezius muscle and your rear deltoid. I try to motivate everyone. The way I motivate these guys like Shrikant who are serious athletes is I just basically like to talk to them very frankly, and I explain to them like in a scientific way why increasing their maximal strength and maximal power output, how and why that is directly going to increase their on-court performance and their results. It's going to improve their results directly. As far as Shrikant goes, during strength training, his attitude is very serious. From what I noticed, he's very serious about the work. He comes in to get it done, and he's ready to improve always.
Time for a quick break here on Badminton Unlimited, but stay with us as we go behind the scenes and find out what it's like to be an elite badminton player in competition for a day.
I'll try to bring my own food because sometimes we're not really sure when we'll be able to get lunch or how easy it will be, so I prefer to prepare my food myself beforehand. Hi, I'm Guangzhou Somerville and we're here in Melbourne at the Melbourne Sports and Aquatic Centre. Today is day 2 of the Victor Oceania Mixed Team Championships, so I'd like to invite you to come spend the day with me and experience what a day in competition is like for me. So come follow me. Today I woke up at about 7 AM and I made my breakfast, I washed my face, I changed my clothes, had my uniform ready, and then I drove to the stadium here today. So this week is made up of 2 tournaments, the Oceania Individual Championships and then the Oceania Mixed Teams Championships. So Monday to Thursday was the individual championships, and I was fortunate enough to be the champion in the mixed doubles and the women's doubles. So it was my first double crown, and that was played on Thursday, so I was really happy to win both my matches. And then from Friday to Sunday, that's the team event. So today is Saturday, and we'll be playing against Tahiti and Fiji today. So let me show you what's in my racket bag and what I need to prepare for my day. So in this pocket I have my rackets. Today I have about 7, so I take quite a lot in case I break a string or break a racket or something like that. I have my shoes, my new pink and purple leaning shoes. Socks for my match. Then in this other pocket I have all my change of clothes. I have about 2 change of clothes, one for the second tie we have and then one to change after into some casual clothes. My big drink bottle for the match, leaning sweat towel, and then I have a kind of bag of mixture of everything such as massage ball, TheraBand, deodorant, scissors if I break my strings, and then some band-aids, that kind of stuff, yeah. I'll try to bring my own food because sometimes we're not really sure when we'll be able to get lunch or how easy it will be, so I prefer to prepare my food myself beforehand. So now it's 8:55 a.m, so I'm going to start warming up and preparing for my match at 10 a.m. I usually try to have a light meal, nothing too big, but I'm not very consistent with what I eat. I'll just, if I feel like cereal, I'll have cereal. If I feel like fruit or toast or kind of whatever, I'll just eat that. I like a banana. I think you can't really go wrong with a banana before the match. Usually I might stretch and kind of foam roll or do the ball massage for 15 minutes and then probably run around and start hitting and do that all for about half an hour. We always try to get to the stadium before a match an hour 15 before, so we're not stressed or worried about not making it or something. Yeah, there has been a couple times I think when it's been close. Sometimes in Asia the traffic can be super crazy and yeah, it gets a bit stressful. There's not really an order to my stretching. I just kind of do what I feel like. My stretching's mainly focused on the legs. Sometimes I forget the arms a bit. But yeah, I always try to finish with more dynamic stretches such as arm circles or leg swings or that kind of thing and start with the static stretches. When I was younger, I got injured a lot in my ankles and knees. So now I've been working really hard at strengthening my legs and my glutes and doing a lot of calf strength. So that's helped with that. And then more recently I've had a bit of a shoulder injury just from doing a lot of repetition and a lot of overhead movements, that kind of thing. Now I'll head to the courts to continue my warm-up. So before my games, I like to do some foam rolling and roll out any tight muscles that I might have. Usually I get quite tight in my glutes, my calves, and my lats and back. So I like to loosen those before I start running and warming up and having a hit. I get quite a lot of foot or calf injuries, so I like to keep my calf muscles really loose, and this is a really good way to do that before my matches. So my upper back, my thoracic gets quite stiff, which makes it hard for me to rotate when I'm hitting the shuttle. So I try to loosen it up with foam rolling, massage ball, and then doing some activation exercises before I play. This helps release my latimus dorsi muscle, which contributes a lot to my overhead shots. So if this is tight, it can pull on my shoulder and my shoulder can get quite tight when I'm hitting a lot. So if there's some spots where I want to get in a bit deeper and really release the muscles, then I'll use a massage ball, which can just get a bit more specific and deeper into the muscle. So lately I've had a little bit of shoulder tightness, so I like to get in with this ball before I play and just release the rotator cuff. It's pretty sore today. After a couple of days of matches, my shoulder's a bit tight. So now I'm going to do a bit of shoulder strengthening and activation. The physios say that my shoulder pain has been caused by my rotator cuff being a bit too weak, so this is just to prime the muscles before I play and to help strengthen it as well, so that I have better control throughout my shoulder. When I'm going for my big shots, then my shoulder's not getting pulled out of position or anything like that. So I'm meant to do these twice a day, so usually I do them once a day. I do about 10 reps on each side and then about 3 sets of that twice a day. So finally I do one last exercise for my thoracic in my upper back. I do this for 30 pulses and then 3 sets on both sides. And within doing this for 1 or 2 days, I felt that my back was already so much looser. So one of my favorite exercises now. So now I'll do some running to warm up my legs before my match. Now I'm going to head over and have a hit with my partner to warm up before our match. I just finished my match against Tahiti. I played with my mixed doubles partner, Simon Leung, so we're going to be playing for the foreseeable future together, so this is our 3rd tournament together. And we played against Remy and Coralie from Tahiti, and we won our match in straight sets, which was really good. And then our team still has 4 more matches to play in the tie. So now I'm just doing a cool down. I like to stretch and then make sure I drink and eat well after my match so my muscles can recover. So these are some of my favorite stretches to do after I play. Depending on how hard my match was, maybe I'll do a shorter warm down, or maybe if I want to like really stretch, maybe I'll stretch a lot more. Otherwise I might even do some extra training afterwards, but if it's a tough one, then I'll take my time and make sure that I really recover well after my game. This is a really good stretch that I like to do for my glutes because they get quite tight easily after my games. This is one of my worst stretches. I'm not as flexible in my groin. I'm pretty flexible in my hamstring, but not my hip flexor and groin. Since I finished my match today and I only had 1 match, that means for the rest of the day I'll be supporting Team Australia. So today we're playing Tahiti, and this is one of the biggest tournaments for a lot of the Pacific Island countries such as New Caledonia, Fiji, Cook Islands, Samoa. So it's a really good opportunity for them to get exposure to Australia and New Zealand badminton. So on Thursday, but the morning of the Oceania Championship finals, me and a couple of other players and coaches helped run a clinic for the senior team from Fiji, New Caledonia and Tahiti. So we took them through some drills and also showed them some multi-shuttle and stuff that they can incorporate back into their training when they head home. And it's just a good chance to give them more feedback and help them develop, because they're quite limited in the resources that they have back in their home countries. So we really enjoyed that as well. As you can see with all the flags here, we have like multiple different cultures coming here. So a lot of the teams do a kind of cheer before the match, and it's really cool to see, you know, the haka and then the Cook Islands doing their chant and all these kind of things. And it's really nice to see the culture being brought out of their homeland.
thanks for following me here at the Mixed Team Oceania Championships. I hope you enjoyed having an inside look at how I prepare and how I compete. Bye.
Well, that's it for this episode of Badminton Unlimited. Join us again next week as we recap the biggest moments from the Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2019 in Nanning, China. In the meantime, remember to log on to bwfsudirmancup.com for all the latest news and features on the Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2019. Bye for now.